Hi, my name's Oliver, and today I'm going to be talking about the complexities of shipping into Brazil. TecEx has been shipping into Brazil for well over a decade, and we're very well aware that the country, much like India, China, has a number of complexities in importing into it, as is a characteristic of many developing countries. TecEx manages these import complexities by a number of checks that we do before the shipment even leaves. These include, amongst other things, a hub process, where each and every shipment into Brazil goes past our hub in Miami, where it is physically checked to make sure that all the physical attributes of the shipment and everything declared on the paperwork correlate with the actual shipment, to make sure that when it lands in customs, absolutely nothing can get away of a smooth customs clearance. The second check that we make is also a transaction check. We make sure that based on the underlying transaction, whether the client has an intention to remit funds out of the country or whether they don't, we internally refer to these as a commercial or non-commercial transaction. And into a country like Brazil, it's incredibly important for us to know this up front, because if the desire of a customer is to have funds remitted out of the country and we set it up in a different way, then those funds can be trapped in country and cause problems for the customer at the end of the day. The other check that we do is obviously to make sure that each and every line item on the bill of materials, whether it's single appliances or a fully built up rack, is completely declared correctly for local customs purposes. This includes converting the HS codes to the local format to make sure that absolutely nothing stands in our way to optimize a green lane clearance, which, by the way, TecEx usually achieves within 3 to 5 working days, which is absolutely unheard of in this country. Once we actually import into the country, there's a number of other challenges, including the nota fiscal process, which controls the movement of assets in the country. This is a very important part of the IRR's responsibility, which TecEx takes control of, and we also make sure that any free loan arrangements or anything of that sort need to be in place as well. And again, going back to understanding the transaction in the beginning, this is all informed by what our customer tells us, the type of DDP transaction they wish to accomplish into the country. So to conclude, the best way to import into Brazil is to ensure that your IRR partner is heavily experienced in the country, understands the type of transaction that you're performing, and has the proper risk mitigation processes in place before you even ship anything, so that you have the best chance of a smooth and on-time customs clearance for the important IT infrastructure you're trying to get into the country. Thank you.